He doesn't look like Zac Efron. He looks like a weird clone or like a look-alike of Zac Efron.
Does he?
It does. Look at his cheeks.
No, I don't know. I see it. No, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of see it. All right.
No, go back. Does that look like him?
It's weird. It's like he's got more cheek.
He does. He looks shinier. He looks like a CG version of Zac Efron.
I think he got some work done.
I think
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah,
He got work done, and then he went to like a red carpet, and it was just like very obvious. Yeah, like that doesn't look like the same guy. Maybe we've got like an Amanda Bynes situation going on where like
he got replaced.
yeah, the real Zac Efron.
Yeah, see?
No,
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
What the? That's not the same person.
It doesn't look like. Another conspiracy here in Continuity Crew. Oh wait, the camera's that way.
Zac Efron died while making Firestarter. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Big Feature Film Podcast. We're the Continuity Crew. I'm Will.
I'm Zach.
That's when. And today we are talking about the recent release to Peacock as well as theaters, Firestarter, based on the Stephen King novel. Never read the book. I don't think you have either.
I might have. Someone recommended me that probably a long time ago. Oh yeah, I did. Middle school. Didn't finish it.
It sounded familiar. Written by Stephen King. There is a 1980 movie of it as well, I believe. And directed by Keith Thomas and written by Scott Teems.
He's only done like 3 movies.
Scott Teems?
Keith Thomas.
Firestarter follows a young girl who has the ability to set fire to things with her mind. And she's going to figure out what happened, where they came from, blah, blah, blah.
To quickly explain just the background of this movie, or
go
like
for
the story or description. Have you seen Logan? Yeah, it's like that. It really is.
I never thought about that. Yeah, it is. I need to rewatch that movie. The little sidebar, but keep going.
Yeah, the entire time that's all I thought of. It's like
it does kind of like Logan with Zac Efron. And who is this girl, by the way?
I have no idea. I don't think
she's
I've seen her
familiar.
Ryan Kiera Armstrong.
What a great name,
she
Ryan.
Related to
she was in the Tomorrow War. That's what I'm thinking of.
What is she?
She was the little girl.
Oh, Tomorrow War.
Yeah, that movie. So what do you think of Firestarter? Let's get into our review. Or yeah, we're doing ratings at the end. Go ahead.
Blumhouse production. Yeah, I didn't expect anything less when I saw that. I was like, yeah, this is about to be shit. Anyways, I did put on here as the first thing that I thought of was contender for the worst movie, or at least top 10. For
definitely
year.
Top 10 worst so far, I'd say. Yeah. I'd put it at a strong number 9 or 10. Yeah, I think we've seen worse, but also like the premise for this, I really like it because it's Stephen King and he's pretty good about his stuff.
Yeah, but like this movie was like a poorly written version.
This felt like a sequel or to like this big universe that we know nothing about, or like
or like a YouTube movie.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah. It just felt like we were only getting half the story.
Yeah,
and just little bits, which I get. It's probably a decent sized book, so but
it's like a weird knockoff of like Spark Notes, and also like poorly written.
Yeah.
That's what this movie was.
It's a very your typical like poorly translated to movie from a book. Yeah,
and like no one read the book, and they just saw Spark Notes, and they're like, "That's a good line."
We'll throw that in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame the writer though, because he does have some experience. I don't remember what one of them was, but I remember being like, that's okay, that's good. Scott Teems was the writer for this movie. Overall, the movie, the script and the screenplay was written like it was meant for children.
It was
Disney Plus, but it has an R rating.
Yes.
Which is a shame because like...
I feel the same way about another movie we're going to review later.
Yeah.
It felt like it was written for kids, but it was rated R. Yeah.
And it's not only like just written like one, but the way the actors delivered the line also was like one. Like Zac Efron is still stuck in his like High School Musical days. Yeah. He's still flat. He has no emotion. he's just there for
this
money.
This was definitely like a phone it in type role for Zac Efron.
Sadly though, that this horror aspect of this movie really sucked.
It was non-existent. I don't think I felt like tension in any part of this movie. And there's some like tense scenes, but I was always like, whatever happens. I was never invested, and that's something you don't want to happen with a movie. Because I mean, I was intrigued. I wonder how the 80s one was, or 90s, whatever that one came out, the old one. I wanted to watch that before we filmed this.
You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm. I mean, that's the type of movie I'd like. Also,
you probably would like.
That's the type of movie like Morgan would like recommend me. I don't know if she likes that one or not, but if she watches this, she can let us know.
Yeah, everything about this movie was just train wreck.
Yes.
It was a miserable watch. Funny enough, this movie was so boring. The person that was sitting next to me, or like 3 rows down from me, was asleep.
Wow, you went and saw this in the theater?
Yeah, I did.
I saw it was on Peacock. I'm like, all right, thank God.
No, I unsubscribed to Peacock.
Yeah, well, I got it with like my TV subscription or
TV
whatever
provider.
Yeah. So I was just like, I wanted to see it. I was actually kind of excited because I remember seeing one trailer and I'm like, that looks interesting, but it didn't deliver on anything I was gonna get from the trailer.
It wasn't any better.
Yeah, like everything from the trailer I thought was gonna be like the middle of the movie and we're gonna lead off of this stuff, but it's just the end of the movie, like where she kind of goes to the science place or whatever. I was like, okay, that's gonna be like mid-movie, but no, it was the end, and then we kind of just get an ending that wasn't. It was interesting, but
remember earlier you were talking about how like senior year was like it didn't know what it wanted to be.
Yes,
this movie didn't absolutely know what it wanted to be.
Absolutely,
it had this like it had this like weird action aspect to it where it's this guy's a hunter or a bounty hunter or whatever.
Yeah, that character's like so weird. I don't
like him.
It was so weird. It felt so out of place. I don't know. I just really did not like it. So.
Yeah, no, the villains of the story wasn't scary.
No, it's like both the movies we watched this week, Senior Year and Firestarter. Firestarter wanted to be a horror movie about this girl with powers, but it also felt like it was trying to be a family movie, but it was also trying to be an action movie, maybe even like an espionage movie.
It was trying to be an MCU movie all at once.
Yes, absolutely. This felt like it was supposed to be part of some much bigger universe that we know nothing about, and it's just there.
Like the lady, what do you call her? Boss,
the director,
the CEO, whatever. She was like a Nick Fury, Lady Nick Fury, and then the guy that was after her, the bounty hunter, looks like a guy that would either sell me weed or work at a gas station.
I like his like demeanor though. I liked his character, like how he looked, but I did not like just his character in itself. I was just like, he's intimidating and kind of cool, but I'm like, what? Why are you here though?
No, I didn't find him intimidating whatsoever.
I don't know.
He just looks like a chill dude that would like fix your car. He looks like my uncle. Like I was watching him the entire time, like he's gonna deliver some stupid line and I'm gonna cringe at it, and then he did, and I was like, yeah, you look like my uncle. This actually sucks. He wasn't scary, even with a gun. The gun was way bigger than him. Yeah. And he was like the skinny ass dude.
There's just
he just looks like he's walking around like he's about to go to a rally.
Like I feel like this worked better in I gotta look it up because I want to be sure when it came out. Yeah, 1984 when the original came out. I feel like that one, it has the luck of being in the 80s where it has the graininess to it, and it could be the exact same movie, exact same story, but like it's got the 80s feel to it, so it's like but now it's like we're better than this now.
I mean, honestly, the problem with remakes nowadays is that like they don't have a lot of creativity to them,
especially if it's Blumhouse.
Yeah, no, this
that's not true.
To give them credit, Blumhouse does have some kind of good horror.
They do.
Movies.
What they do is they shell out a bunch of shit horror, and eventually it's good. One of them's good. It's low budget horror, not shit.
It's hit or miss with them.
Yes,
it's like a lottery. It's like you can get a good number or a bad one. No, this movie had zero creativity. They didn't do anything special to any of these characters. They were deadpan the entire movie. You'd think like, Zac Efron and whatever the lady's name is, what's her name? I have her on here. Sydney Lemon. They lacked anything that resembles a parental like
or a
action,
relationship at all.
Relationship, yeah, like like they just look like they just got out of college. They look like they just like
It's just so,
gave up on like their medical degree, and they were
It's
just
so
like,
weird.
we'll just come
Yeah.
here. They don't think like a parent. They don't act like a parent. They don't even see their child as like a child. They just see him as like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
And they were just like, whoa, if we set it off now, like, you know, something bad could happen. Like,
So weird.
as a kid, like, if you're gonna write something like this where your child is uncontrollable, and you don't know what to do with your kid, make the parents less
Whatever about
stupid.
Yeah.
Like less chill. Like they're about to go like
Let's go
beer.
smoke a bowl real quick while our kid our kid can light the bowl if she tries hard enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Any, I guess, final thoughts for Firestarter?
Final thoughts.
All right, it looks like you got a lot of notes.
I
If you
do.
want to keep going.
Oh no, this is it. Yeah, I was just gonna say that like everyone else was literally just there.
Absolutely.
Like they were just there for, and I don't blame them. I mean, it doesn't seem like the
This was
director
like-
knew what he was doing.
Yeah, this was like everyone phoned in their performance and was just kind of there. I will definitely say final thoughts for me. Definitely skip this one. Even maybe if you're a fan of the book, I just still think this is just bad movie, like bad filmmaking, and
No,
just,
this was horrible.
so definitely a heavy pass on this. Just go rewatch the old one. I don't even know how that one is, but just go rewatch that one and you'll be fine. So I think we'll just get to our ratings. Here on the Continuity Crew, we do 2 ratings: entertainment value and, well, critical and entertainment. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What's your critical rating for Firestarter?
I'm gonna say that this isn't as bad as, what is that movie that I said that was a negative? Crush. This isn't as
No,
bad
I
as
don't
Crush,
think so either.
But I will give this movie like a 1.
This was an averagely bad movie.
This movie was lazy. It was cheap, even for a Blumhouse production. Boring and lacks any resemblance of like creativity at all.
Yes, absolutely.
Even Invisible Man was more creative than this. Even
It
like
was.
the way they made the movie.
Yeah,
And I
there's
hate
something
saying
they
that.
could do like with this premise to make it kind of that Invisible Man feel
Yeah.
of like this kid, but it's just there was no heart in this
Yeah.
movie whatsoever. So yeah, I agree with everything you said. For my critical, I'm gonna at least give it a 3 because it's, I don't know, it's Stephen King. It's still his work. So like,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's a 1 bad, but like it's still not great. I'm saving my 1 for maybe later this week.
There's another movie that Stephen King really liked, and I don't remember where I saw this, but he was talking about it was like a movie similar to this. It's called like The Inevitables or something like that. It's a bunch of children with telekinetic powers. It's
Mhm.
a foreign film, and Stephen King apparently really liked it.
That sounds familiar, but if you know what it is, tell us down below. What's your entertainment value?
0.
0. I'm just gonna put 0 as well. I just didn't pay attention. Was on my phone most of the time watching it at home. Like I was trying to pay attention too, but like nothing hooked me whatsoever. Like I wanted to fall asleep. Unfortunately, like this might be my biggest disappointment of the year.
This is a very big disappointment.
Because I just the Stephen King, like, love him to death. Some of his stuff is hit or miss, but like, and I know he just wrote the book and didn't direct it, but like, this was just sad. So
I have a note for any studios out there that hopefully sees this, right? Turn this into a show. Stranger Things season 4
Yep.
is about to come out, and I think that's their last season. There's about to be a gigantic margin of like that empty feeling of like a Stranger Things kind of like TV show.
this would be a good.
This would be a really good place.
That, like you always say, this should have been a
This
show.
should have been a show with
Yeah.
the right people. And
Yeah, absolutely.
like I think HBO Max could benefit, or even Apple TV could benefit from this. It's a Stephen King novel.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Like
pretty good
just
writer.
Stephen King alone probably brought people to see this movie, and
Yeah.
they're probably disappointed. So
Yeah. Or Zac Efron.
yeah,
or his
Zac Efron.
clone.
Yeah, or whoever this man is. But yeah, that's our review for the recent big feature film release, Firestarter. As always, thank y'all for watching. We've been the Continuity Crew. I'm Will.
I'm Andy.
That's when.
His name is Andy McGee.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below, all that good stuff. Tell us what your favorite Stephen King movie, book, whatever, all that stuff down below. We love movies. We love y'all, and we'll see you on the next one. Adios.
I hate that his name was Rainbird.
Fuego.
Like Rainbird was supposed to be like, ooh, Rainbird.
That's what I mean. He sounds like he's like already an established character that we should know who Rainbird is, but we have no fucking clue who Rainbird is until he shows up.